yo, bring the fire all summer long with the big three and your homeboy Ice Cube. Starting July 10th on CBS, Thriller, and Fight TV. That's right, every Saturday. Bring the fire with the big three, baby.
You know, you can't practice black excellence. You can't preach black excellence in front of the camera, but behind the camera, you know, you live your life as a contradiction to that.
Right. Now you I think probably a year or so, a year and a half ago, so we actually covered this story when you called out Jay-Z and Diddy. I don't know if you used the word gatekeepers. Do you still?
That's what they are.
You stand on that as well, still?
Of course, that's who they are. I mean, I'm not saying, and it's not a. I mean, it just is what it is, right? They are gatekeepers of the culture.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like I'm saying anything derogatory. That's what they are. They have a strong influence on who moves forward and who doesn't. You know, that's just the reality of it.
Has it been? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, cool. Has it been any other situations other than Drink Champs where you've been blocked or something that's happened that kind of?
Well, yeah, there's been a few situations out. You know, like I said, me and Jay always was just. It was just a weird kind of thing. I won't get into the particulars of that, but yeah, there's just a lot of things to me that didn't make sense. I just never really want to talk about it because I never wanted to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? We from the same hood. I couldn't do that to him. I couldn't say some of the things that were said. I couldn't do some of the things to him that, you know, people are just different, man.
Let me ask you this. Did you always kind of have a suspicion as he started rising to the man that he is today that it could potentially be not beneficial to you? Or did you kind of have a like that, all right, we'll go our separate ways and he won't even mess with me? Did you ever have like that vibe?
Well, I mean, you know, when I won the Grammy, it started to get weird then.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was actually the first one out the camp with one. So when I won that, you know, I started noticing some weird things, you know, but you don't want to, because you know, he's my friend. He's like a brother. I'm looking at him like family, you know what I'm saying? Right. So you don't want to think certain things, but so you kind of like suppress it, you know, but in hindsight, you know, the all the signs were there.
Why do you think, in your opinion, because you actually spoke out about this before, the Desiree Perez, her being the CEO and her going through what she's been through, working with the federal government, Jay-Z hasn't spoke on that. And Dame Dash, when we interviewed him, he didn't want to speak on it either. And why is that? Why you don't think Jay-Z speaks on that? And is that a violation, being where you guys are from?
Well, I first Juan, you know, OG Juan is cool with me. I like OG Juan, so I'm not gonna say anything disparaging about his wife, regardless of whatever the situation is.
Respect.
But I think you know the answer to that question. You know, where we come from, there's certain rules that you're expected to abide by, and you know, in some instances, it seems like a double standard. You know, at some point, we all live under the umbrella of hypocrisy. You know what I'm saying? And that's just all of us. You know, nobody's exempt for it. You know, we have relationships that if we follow the code to the letter, we shouldn't still have. You know, but, you know, so I try not to get into all of that.
Respectable.
Yeah, absolutely. Talk about, with that being said, the industry today and everything that we see a lot of the kids, they're on the camera, they showing off. We've seen a lot of the personalities not really owning up to who they say they were. And then certain situations, them owning up to exactly who they say they were and ended up in a box. We've seen that far too often. Talk about what you think about the current state of hip hop. And is it real? Is it fake? Is it just the same as it's always been? Is it just evolved? What's your overall thought on it?
I mean, people are dying, so it's real.
Yeah.
Right. I think the need to shine is at an all-time high for something other than the music. You know, this Instagram thing is a detriment to us as a culture when it's not used properly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because what it does is it creates enemies you can't see.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you flossing and you putting all these diamonds in these cars, and that's cool. You know, I get it. But everybody's not in agreement with that, especially if you have people that know you not really like that. Like, oh nah, we can't do that around here. So, you know, we
Mm-hmm.
get them. I mean, I love the music, you know, because hip hop is forever evolving. You know, you have to learn to adjust to it. You could like it or not like it, but you still have to adjust. It's just unfortunate that I think people want to shine more for things other than the music. You know what I'm saying? And that's where they tend to get in trouble.
How do you think it'd have been different, you know, for you guys in your career if social media was as prevalent as it was back then as it is now? You think things would have been different for you? And would you have liked it like that? Or did you like it the way it was?
I think it would have been a lot more billionaires if Instagram was out back then, because you had people that still had a certain discipline, you know, on how to do things. See, there's a way to do it, but you have to do it tastefully.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And most of the kids now, it's almost like a taunting. You know, people take it as them taunting or
Mm-hmm.
fronting or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think we had a little more discipline, and I think we were more thinkers back then. Now it's kind of like a mindless thing. You know what I mean? So I think, but I think we would have generated a lot more income if we had those tools and resources back then.
No doubt. I'm gonna one more, not to go overboard with Jay-Z, but I definitely got to ask you this because I think you were around at this time too. And you know, DMX passed away first. Did you know DMX? And were you there for the DMX Jay-Z battle?
I was there for the battle. I actually battled before they battled.
Okay.
You know, standing on the pool table and all of that happened. Niggas pulling out guns while they rapping, all of that happened. I see a lot of people saying that they was there that wasn't there.
Mm.
You know, people try to insert themselves into that time capsule, into that time period that wasn't there. But yeah, I thought Jay got him.